So, good day, everyone. Uh, I'm here again at Albatross Works, where we build greenhouses for snail farms. And today we are doing a routine checkup on one of our farms that we built about some 2 years ago, around that Kola side of Lagos. That's on the mainland. And they called us to come and do a routine checkup again after they harvested their first set of snails, even those the breeder size, both the breeder sizes and the babies that they sold off the other time, and we're here to come and check up the farm again because they are starting another farming season. Uh, follow me to see the updates about the farm. This farm is 2 years old and they've done they harvested their first set of snails. So those who are doubting if truly snail farming works, it works. But it involves a series of hard works and efforts in order for us to achieve what we want to. In case you want to build your farm, you must put some things in place. You need the water and a system, a form of security, and you must monitor your farm. That is why this farm is successful. The owner of the farm monitored it closely. In fact, he has a house very close here where he lives, such that at least 3 times in a week he visits his farm. One key aspect of snail farming, especially, is management, monitoring. Uh, Construction is about 40% of the entire thing, even the snail supply. But management and monitoring is 60%. That's why this farm is one of our most successful farms. They sold their first set, both the breeders and the babies, and they sold some eggs too. It's just on a 25 by 25 feet size. Uh, I'm proud and I'm happy that this is actually working. Let me take you around. These are some of the snails that are left. They're going to sell, and they're still growing. They're still laying eggs, and though they have some issues with their plantation, their vegetation, they couldn't get the draft banana suckers after they uprooted the ones that were there before, since it's 2 years. So they got the growing ones, which are growing also. They had to cut them down so they won't tear the net up there. The farm is doing well, or has done well and still doing well. We see a lot of them, a lot of snails around. You see the babies. These are baby snails, real artisanal magnata snails. They are growing. This is the next generation that will take over from the ones they've sold before, and they keep growing. They keep laying, and they keep growing. They are majorly fed formula feed and fruit and vegetables. Now I tell people that you can either feed them formula feed and vegetables, or you feed them formula feed and vegetables. That means vegetables and fruits. It depends on what access you have to those fruit and vegetables. To save cost, you can go for fruit and vegetables, but if you can't access them, then you go for formulated feed. Either which way, they both work. But this farm, they do the dual system. They feed them formula feed and they feed them fruit and vegetables, and the sales really did well. You can come along. This is improvised so that they won't step on the topsoil, and adding the soil, which will not allow the snails to burrow into the ground. The snails are expected to burrow into the ground to lay eggs for shelter and the rest. Shelter, when I mean shelter, I mean like during the day, when the sun is much. Though there are forms of shade, but they still go into the ground to get some cold. Since the soil will be always be moist, always moist. The soil is always moist, so they go into the ground to get shelter. That's during the sunny uh, period of the day. Now, another attention I want to draw people to is that when you see these snails, this kind of snails from in your farm, they are not Achatina marginata breeds. People confuse this breed for AM or AA. This is not AM or AA. This is not the breed that we farm. This is AM, typical AM. You can see it. This is what a AM baby should look like, not this. Please, we shouldn't confuse them, because a lot of people, when I get to their farm, they are happy because they have lots and lots of this one. They have snails growing. No, 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 no. This is not the breed. This is Achatina magnata, which we breed, and not this one. So when you see them, you throw them out of the farm, so that they won't constitute nuisance to your farm because they are very prolific too. They're very, very prolific. See the baby snails everywhere. Everywhere in the farm that you go to, you see baby snails. You see some are here. It's a baby snail. This is a growing one. This is actually growing. It's bigger than this. You can see. These are the next generations that will take over from this farm after the first sets have been totally sold off, and the other offsprings. You see them here, baby snails. They are this. You see them. Another one here. They are all growing. They keep growing. Another thing I want to draw attention to is that snail farming is a game of patience. It is unlike fish and chicken that within 3 or 4 months you harvest. No, I tell people it's a generational system where after stocking your first set, those first sets it will lay eggs and give us to offsprings. Then they keep growing. Then those first sets will be sold off while the first set of eggs and babies are hatched will continue the process, and you don't need to restock again after the first stocking. You understand? Just one stock and you can continue the generational process till you're tired farming them. And one thing about things is that once they adapt to this environment, it's hard for you to take them out. They take over everywhere, everywhere. Though it is not easy, but with hard work and dedication and proper monitoring, your farm will be in the right shape, in right order. We're also making a lot of progress in research, trying to find out what kind of drugs we can use for snails, because we have mortality is part of the game. But you have to reduce the mortality. We're trying to get some biotonics, the antibiotics that are healthy for the snails. In order to, we can't really know what kind of disease they have, but to be proactive, we are working on getting a kind of antibiotics that can at least reduce the mortality rates and make them healthy. Antibiotics that you can mix with their feed, or you can give them directly by adding to water and all that. We'll communicate this with you as time goes on. Uh, this is the farm briefly, 25 by 25 feet, and we started with 1,000 snails. And at the end of a year and 3 months, we're able to harvest about 4,270 snails. 4,270 snails, which they sold. And though it's not really much, but at least with this space, they achieved that, and I'm really happy about that. Mind you, when I talk about the population of the farm, it's not only about the breeder sizes that you supplied. It's about the eggs, because the eggs are the ones that will turn into babies. The babies are the ones that will turn into juveniles and into the big sizes and jumbo sizes. So the population of your farm is not only the breeder sizes you have. It's about the eggs and the babies and the growing ones that you have inside the farm. That is the population. A lot of people confuse this. They believe that the main population is the ones they stock in. No, everything. So even if you're selling, you can sell across these ranges. You can sell the eggs. People buy eggs. They sell eggs for about 50 or 70 naira per egg. They sell some ones for about 100 naira, 120 naira per one. They sell the bigger sizes for 200 naira per one. So if you want to come into this farming system, don't rely on if you want to make your money faster, don't rely only on the bigger ones, or don't rely only on them growing very big for you sell. You can sell the eggs. We have a lot of people out there. A lot of people call me that they want to buy eggs, but I don't sell eggs. I sell only the breeder sizes. So I direct them to my clients or customers that want to sell their eggs. I want to sell the babies. So you can make money from selling snail eggs. Just get enough snail eggs and sell. That way you keep your money faster if you want, because one snail is expected to lay about 18 eggs, six times in a year. That's 18 times 6 times. They lay every 2 months. So if you times the number of snails you have, you can sell the eggs, and by the time those eggs will hatch and become babies, they start laying eggs from anything from 4, 5, 6, 7 months. Start laying eggs and you sell from there too. So you can make your money without necessarily waiting till those ones grow so big before you start selling. That is the simple logic behind it, but you can choose to do it your own way. It's only what I'm already preferring as a professional advice. Yeah, this is it. We can do this for you too if you've not done this kind of farming system before. All you just need to do is to chat us on WhatsApp on 081 74 9857. I repeat, 081 74 9857. Chat us or call us on just chat us on WhatsApp, and we'll send you a quote on what you need, requirements, and the amount it costs to construct any size you want, which range from 25 by 25 feet, which is a quarter plot, 50 by 50, 50 by 50 feet, which is a half plot, and 100 by 50 feet, which is a full plot. It depends on what your